Hi guys, welcome back. Jirosh here, just looking forward to setting up this episode. Welcome back. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome back. We're gonna continue with what we started. We're gonna continue with our modeling of this guest house. I just cut open a mark here because it's a little bit bigger, but I cannot show you the full house because I signed an agreement with the clients. The thing that I have to show you, the thing that I cannot show you. I hope you do not feel offended, but that's how the industry works. When the client set up rules, you have to follow them. So that's why I'm trying, by all means not to show you the main house. Though in some other videos, by mistake or by inattention, you see that I showed you some part of the main house, but normally I was not supposed to, but it happens, right? So the agenda for today, we're gonna do the electrical work of this guest house. We're gonna work on the electrical first. After the electrical, we're gonna do the plumbing, and after the plumbing, we're gonna do the mechanical. So it's more like the MEPs, right? So that's what we're gonna do. And for that, basically, we will be not using ArchiCAD. ArchiCAD will be open. ArchiCAD will be there. I'll be bouncing back and forth between ArchiCAD with another software that we are going to use to do the electrical. For the DCDs, by that I mean design conception drawings. I use other software. ArchiCAD is mainly for the cities, construction drawings. So the thing is, I use other software, and the work that I've done there might be for, for consumption, might be for the for different reason or in different domain. I import those different works, that achievement into ArchiCAD, and from ArchiCAD then I build up the construction drawings. So the thing is, that's how I do it. And for our electrical work today, we're going to use a different software, though I can do it with ArchiCAD, but because because the thing is, I'm jumping from one domain to another domain. I'm jumping from an architectural domain to an electrical domain. So I want to have that conception, I want to have that preview, that preliminary plan of the electrical into a different software before importing it, before making decisions in ArchiCAD, because that is where the construction drawings, they're gonna be set up. That is where the work, the layouts will be made for the final work. So what I do, I hustle out of the podium, then I import everything on the podium. That's how I do it. So we're gonna use a different software for our electrical door. I can do it with ArchiCAD, but for the reasons that are personal, and for the reasons of preliminary drawings and different changes that can occur, I'm preventing an extra job to happen. I'm kind of reducing the amount of work that I have to go through with using ArchiCAD along, and again coming up with modifications. So I'm definitely avoiding that. Even for this kitchen, as you're seeing right now, this is a type of L kitchen. Just for the sake of it, it's still gonna be like that, because I've already made the decision to add up a counter here. I have to come up with a small counter that I'm gonna set here. It's gonna be like it will be here having that peninsula shape, the G shape, because we have 6 different shape of a kitchen. We have a single one, we have a double, we have L, we have a U, we have a peninsula, and we have an island one. So you see, so I made that decision on ArchiCAD, so meaning that I have to do the modification on ArchiCAD. But if I had made it in another software, and coming up with a final decision. That's hard. I shouldn't be coming in ArchiCAD and say that, you know what, I want to modify something here, but because I haven't done it as a preset, now here I'm forced to do it. But if I done it before, I was not gonna, it might occur, you never know, in one way or another. But it's not the end of the world, but we're gonna do it. So as I said, we'll not be using ArchiCAD to do the job. We'll be using Edrawmax. So this software right here, you see where my cursor is, where I'm pointing at. When I use this software, we're gonna go through it. I will present the software to you. Each and every software that I use, I will give you the advantage of the software. Why do I use it? I explain to you. Then we're gonna go, all the way, to the layout, and you understand. Maybe you will be, using the same software. Maybe it will be a good guarantee for you. Maybe you will like it and start using it. But for me, I guarantee you, it works. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come on my taskbar here. I'll click on this icon. It says Wondershare Edrawmax. So the company is called Wondershare and the software is Edrawmax. So they come up with two different types of software. They created the Edrawmax and the Edrawmind. So I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try to explain it as we go along. What the difference between the Edrawmax and the Edrawmind. This is the Edrawmax, and here we have the Edrawmind. So I use both of them. They are really helpful. I hope you start using it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click once on the Edrawmax icon. So the thing is, Edrawmax, it's an office software. I didn't say that it's a Microsoft Office software. No, I say it's an office, mean that it's a multidisciplinary software. It incorporates a lot of disciplines. To me, I see it as the upgraded version of Visio, the Microsoft package. So it's really encompasses different domain of Microsoft, like a PowerPoint, Word, Excel, Publisher, Visio, a Microsoft project. So the thing is, all that Microsoft project put together plus Visio, and upgraded, that gives you Edrawmax. So when you put the Microsoft Office package together and you add up Visio, it gives you Edrawmax. It's kind of the upgraded version of the Microsoft a package. So the thing is, I think the software is already, but okay, let me drag it because I'm using two different monitors. So I'm just gonna drag it here. As you can see, there is our boy. We have it there. Once you click on the icon here, this is the first interface that appear. This is the first screen that get displayed on your interface. So I'm gonna just do a little quick introduction of Edrawmax. So as you can see here, so we have the, like any types of software, right? You have the new, the open, or the import, the cloud document. So meaning that you can work on cloud. You have the template. You can save for the second time, save as for the first time. Now you have the export and send, and you have the print. You can create your account with Wondershare, and you have the options. So on the second tab, you have the recent one, you have the recommended. The software recommends you these different templates. It's up to you to choose one. If you don't find the one that suits here, you can still go on the personal template if you do have. But the thing is, this is the first time that we are opening the software, so we will stick with recommended. And we have basics. So the the thing is, all these are workspaces. You know, whatever you see here, all these are workspaces. All these recommended, you know, by Edrawmax. All these are workspaces, and you can watch some video tutorials. We're not gonna spend time on it because I'm doing just a simple introduction. So you have you know, the basic, you know, once you click on the drop arrow, you have the basic diagram. You know, you can create a block diagram here. So you have a list of, you know, workflows. You know, you have a list of you know, workspaces that you can utilize, you know, to do your job. You even have a presentation, you know. And then you go, if I go down, you know, we have the flow chart. You know, there are different types of chart. You know, the data flow chart. You have the basic flow chart. You have the BPMN, the even flow diagram. So you can realize there's a lot of function into this stuff. I haven't even explored, you know, most of them. Just a few of them that they really touched and marked me. So it's made of a lot of things. Now you have the organizational chart, you have the graph and charts. You know, it's all up to you. You can create a column bounded, you know, graph. You know, the bar chart, the pie chart. You know. The line one, the area, the scatter. It's all up to you. So these are templates. So you have the workflow here, and the under here you have the templates. If you need more, you can click on, if you know, the template that you're looking for, you can find it here. You just click on more templates. It's gonna take you online, then you will be able to download, you know, other templates. We have short time, you know, there's a lot to cover, so I'm not gonna waste you know, spend much time on this. So let's go on. So let me just kind of retract, you know, the basic tab. So you have business tab as well. Business tab, you have business management, you have quality management, you have project management for the CEOs, you know. Not only for the CEOs, anyone can use it, as long as, you know, you are caught up into a project, then the management is involved. So I guarantee this is the tool that you need. You know, I remember the first time that I came across Edrawmax, I think it was January 2023. You know, this year in January, from January till today, and maybe until the end, I will be using it. You know, it's just awesome. I guarantee you, the software is just awesome. You can do a lot of things with it. You don't need to go. You don't need to go and buy other software or management software. You know, if you are doing something that is a professional management, you know, in all its aspect, it's fine. You know, you can go and purchase other software, but this one, as I told you in the beginning, it suits me, so I use it. So we have, you can do a strategy plan, you know, strategy and planning. You know, there's a lot to explore here. There's a file forces analysis you can do. You know, some of them I don't even know, but I will know them as I go along with it. So you have a lot. You know, it is a lot. You know, there's a software database here. You know, there's a network. You create a network here. There are cloud services. You know. Then we get to the point where, you know, it becomes really interesting to me, of course. When we talk about engineering, that's me. So in engineering here, we have the building plan. You know, building plan, we have electrical engineering, and we have industrial engineering. This is where for the moment, you know, from January till this day, I was stuck here. You know, this is where I spend most of my time learning, developing, understanding, and focusing. Maybe in years to come, maybe next year, I will say, okay, you know what, I've been to engineer a lot. Let's go to the design and see. You know, or either let's do the education and see what education talks about. So let me just click and see. So here is, you have the mechanical. You know, you can explore. It's really vast. It's really vast, as you can see. It's definitely vast. The vastness of it is so incredible. You know, I guarantee you, you know, the design, you have the graphic design, you have the infographic, you have the card. You're gonna even create a card, different cards. This is like a publisher, right? With the cards and the post thing. That's why I told you it's an office software. So this was just a quick presentation, just a quick introductory of different tabs. So I will expand the engineering. This is where we're gonna do our job. So you will notice that if my interface it's always different from maybe the first time you open yours, because the things man are customize it a little bit, because most of the time when you install the software and you open it for the first time, your interface is light, kind of white, but mine is darkened because I've changed it. I want to bring the AutoCAD mind back, yeah. So what I did here is very simple. I came to this icon like that looks like a shirt, like a Y. I click on it. You see that there'll be a dialog box that will pop up. It says auto, meaning that automatic. You have the light mode and you have the dark mode. So if I go back to if I click on light mode, you see that the software gonna go back to the light mode, but I really don't like the light mode. I'll go back to the dark mode. You can even go automatic, so it can be toggling anytime. It can go light and dark, anytime. But I don't want that, so I will stick with the dark mode. So what's gonna do? Let's go back to engineering. This is where we're gonna focus our attention. We're gonna go to building plan. I'm click on the building plan because this is where our job is. So as soon as I click on the building plan, Edrawmax will come up with different workflows. So I can do the floor plan, the home plan, the office layout, the electrical and telecommunication. The seating plan. I can create a security and access plan, a garden design plan, a fire and emergency plan. You have a reflected ceiling plan or RCP. You have the plumbing and piping plan. You have the elevation plan, and finally you have the wardrobe plan. For each and every one of them, there's a template. For instance, for the floor plan, you have these templates. You can look at it and go through it. For the home plan, you have different templates. For the office layout, there's a template. For the electrical and telecommunication plan, you have a template. For the seating plan, you have a template. So for each and every one of them, there is a template that is preset for you to go through and maybe use or not. That's something new. So for the electrical engineering, mostly it tells you about the basics of electrical. You have the circuit and logic. You have the industrial control system. You have different systems. So it's mostly the mingled of electrical and electronical work. If you've done electronical, with different electronical components. No, you can still use. You can even do an industrial control system with a motor. Let me open this one and let's see together how's it looking when I go to. So you can do something like this. I remember doing this with the E-plan or AutoCAD electrical. Doing something like this. But in E-plan, I wonder you can still do it. Something like this. Using the contact. So there's a lot to explore with it. You can explore a lot with it. I guarantee you it's a good deal. It's definitely. We're just gonna close it. We're just gonna go to home. So now we're back. So you can do a lot with it. You can definitely do a lot with it. I haven't explored every part of it, but for what I got and for what I've already used, I assure you, it is something that's worthy, using. So there's even the map. You can create the directional map or the geo map. the 3D directional map, you have the subway map, so you can realize it's so powerful that I cannot underestimate it. It's something really crucial, and it's, as you use it, you go along with it, it's definitely gonna guarantee you for your next project. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go back to building plan. So I'm not gonna pick any templates. No, I'm not gonna pick any template. We're gonna create something new, right? So we're gonna do something new. I'm gonna have over electrical and telecommunication plan here. I'll double click on it. It will open. So this is it. This is our working flow. So our working space here. We have the whole interface. So this is a proposal. So this is a proposal, a workflow proposal, by Edrawmax. So Edrawmax says, okay, because you have chosen the workflow, electrical, this is what you get on your library. You have your own library first. So my library, you can see it's empty. There's nothing there. So an ArchiCAD on top of that, Edrawmax on top of that gives you extra libraries based on the workflow that you have chosen, like electrical and telecommunication. So you have this library right here, as you can see. And beside that, you have wall shell and structure, for building walls, or either if you want to import a DWG or a picture or a PDF into Edrawmax, you can still trace it with Edrawmax walls. So it comes with that, and it comes with doors and windows. You can see here we have one of them here, doors and windows, and then we have the lighting part. This is Edrawmax. Welcome to the world of Edrawmax. So this is it. So you have the lighting library, you have the door and window library, you have the wall shell and structure, you have the electrical and telecommunication, which is filled with a lot of components, a lot of electrical components. This is what I like about the Edrawmax library. It's filled with a lot of components. You cannot miss it. There's at 97% of the chance, you will find all the electrical components, here in Edrawmax for your schematic plan. So the wall, you have the walls, some of them are boxy, some of them are polylines, you have spaces, so this is it. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is how to set up your interface. Beside Edrawmax, suggestively giving you, or allow you to use these different libraries by yourself, you can even add some more. You come here where it says more symbols, you click on it. You have over engineering here, there will be a right pop-up menu. On this pop-up menu, you can see we have a floor plan, we have electrical, we have industrial automation, we have PID, we have maps. So the thing is, you can add from the library that is preset, that is pre-existing, that you have already. You can add up other libraries. For instance, from my floor plan, you can come here and say, okay, I want to add, for instance, HVAC controllers or HVAC controllers equipment. So you can add it. So let me take an example. I'll go to electrical here. Let's go to floor plan. Let me choose. Let's say I want to add up the bottom library. I just click on it. Automatically, as you can see here, is the bottom library here. So it's filled. The good thing, what I like about this software, because the thing is, it's filled with object. So you can choose of different kinds. They are there, of different type. It's up to you to choose based on what you're working on. And remember, I use a software based on the expansion, the vastness of the work that I'm performing. How much time do I have? How big, how exponential is the work? So that's how I do my job. So the thing is, we don't need the bathroom, right? We're not gonna use the bathroom. We are doing electrical work, so we're not gonna use the bathroom. We don't need it. I'm just gonna close it. So the other thing I wanted to point out is the option. So we're gonna go to file. We're gonna have all the way down to options here. I'm gonna click on options. We gonna see, so these are the general options. We're gonna click on save. So there are ways to save here, the different ways to save. I'm not gonna change anything here when it comes to save. I'm gonna leave it the way it is, then keep my work intact, right? The automatic save happens after 30 minutes, so I like it better 30 minutes. Yeah, I like it better. I don't want to put 6 minutes, because the good thing about it, if something happens, Edrawmax, crashes, which is not really gonna happen, because the software is pretty light, pretty fast, and pretty intuitive and flexible. So anyway, you won't be losing your work. It's conservative. It keeps your data intact and safe. So I'm not gonna change anything here. Let's go to snap and glue. Snap and glue here, you can remove the grid, you can untick it and take it back. You can change things based on your workflow setup requirements. So for me, I want them all be checked. For the default settings here, this is where it's up to you to decide how you want it to be, for your font, for because the thing is, this one I kept Edrawmax as the leader of my workflow. The thing is, if I want to do everything myself, I have just to click here where it says use self defined font. So but I think I want Edrawmax to suggest font to me. That's why I click on use predefined theme font. So, and the other thing is, when it comes to default connector settings, I as well tick on Edrawmax to be my leader, to suggest leaders to me instead of me choosing one. I can still go and tick the use self-defined connectors style. It will be up to me to choose, but I want Edrawmax to do the job for me. Though I will be choosing, but the first suggestion will come from Edrawmax. Then I'll be able to tweak it with the floating with the two floating palette of Edrawmax. So the color here, it's up to choose. The color here, this default color settings, these colors you see here, they're just these one. You can see here, they are these. Edrawmax suggests colors to you. How do you want these colors to appear? Do you like these ones, or you want to change? So they are all up to you. I can say, okay, instead of mild, I use angels. If I go back, check it changes automatically. So let's go back here. So this is I use use self-defined colors. So I want to keep it Edrawmax gonna choose for me. It's as I say, let's go back and see how it's looking. So it's looking pretty nice. So okay, I've chosen this one. I'm gonna go with let's say patient or not. Let's say they got dream, charming, tick. No, let's go with dream. Yeah, I'm a big dreamer. What is dream? I saw dream here. Yes, let's go with dream. Click on dream. There is, I'm gonna say use self-defined color. So I'm the one who defines. Then comes the size. For the size, I usually use E sheet or the A3 sheet. So because I'm using metric unit, so I'm gonna choose the A3. So there's A3 and A4, A5. There's no A2, neither A1 or A0 here. So it's up to you. So for me, the A3 will fit. So you have the date format. No, the date, it's up to you to choose which one do you want, which date, 2 days date or another date. So you can choose which date do you want to here. And we come to the page default, you know, the default page orientation, either a landscape or a portrait. So the thing is, I've chosen landscape because I like it. It's large enough so for me to see. And then you have the currency here. It says dollars because I'm in South Africa. I'm gonna use the rand. And then the final one, you have the set default view unit and precision. So the unit here, it's meter. You know, I think it's a okay. This is it's set up as a default unit, but I wanna make the decision myself for the unit. So I want, what do I have here? Okay, I'm gonna use the meter. Use the meter precision. Okay, I'll leave it there. So this is how, you know, you can preset your workflow, you know, settings of it. You can set your settings up and be able to use it. So you can go to advanced. Yeah, you can click some, you know, always remind image compression. Yes, I want to remember that. So this is how the software works. You have the languages, English. You can change differential you know, languages. If you speak Chinese, you speak Portuguese languages, it's up to you. And there's a shortcut. There are different shortcuts here. There, as you can see, they're just like a Microsoft shortcuts. So if you know Microsoft shortcuts, you know, Excel, you know, Microsoft Word, you know, it's very easy. As you can see, open, Control All, so they're very easy. It's when you go through them, you find out that it's just like a Microsoft, you know. Like I said, it's an Office software. So this is how it is, you know. This is how this is the settings of it. This is how you tweak it, you know, for your advantage. This is what you can do with it, and you know, you are free to change and do whatever pleases you with you according to the job that you are going to perform. So to me, these are good. Then I want them the way they are. Then let's go back. So now we are back. So you have you know, the property tab here. Mine, I set it on the right, and I have the symbol, you know, menu on the left. So it's up to you. You can, you know, you can expand them, you can retract them, both of them. You can expand them, you can retract them. It's up to you. And the good thing about it, you have here the status bar. You know, on the status bar here, you have the page number here. You can add another page if you want. You know, you can open all the pages by clicking here. You know, you see how many pages are there. But we have only one page. We open only one page here. On the other side, you have the layers. You know, the layer button. You can add layers. You can click here. You can add new layers. You can remove layers by clicking on delete here. You can modify a layer name. You know, change the layer name, rename it. It's up to you. You can lock a layer. You can show a layer, or you can hide a layer. As you can see here, you know, it's hidden. You know, the eye is closed, the eye is closed, the eye is open. You know, you can lock a layer, you know, like this, or unlock a layer. You can print a layer. It's up to you. You can activate a layer because this is the layer that is activated. You can see here there's a blue color, you know, here. I can even do the same here. If I say, okay, I want to activate this layer, you can see that the blue shifts from this layer 3 to the layer 2. So this is just you can even pin it here. No, you pin your layer, or you say no, I don't want to see it. It's up to you. You can focus, you know, your working interface. No, you just want to see your working interface, and everything will be changed, you know, as you see here. Or you can, you know, this is no, this is so awkward. Let me go back. Just gonna click here. You come back. Then the other thing, you can check your percentage of zooming. You know, zoom to fit, or zoom 40%, zoom 100%. I keep it on at 75%, or I say no, I know what, I want to see everything 100% there. Or you can just scroll this, you know, bar for your zooming, but I keep it on 100%. You know, I don't want to jungle with it. So you can view the whole page by clicking here, or you can widen your page like this. You know, I want my zoom to be at 100%. So this is how I like it. So this is Edrawmax. You know, there's more to it. You know, there's an insert. You can insert a picture. You know, it's just like a Microsoft package. You know it, right? So it's just like that. You know, if you've used Microsoft, you know what to do with Edrawmax. So the view here, you can remove, you know, and tick the grid lines. You're gonna put it back. You have the margins. You can switch it on and off. Tick on, tick off the guidelines. You know, these rollers, you can remove them. You know, like this, tick in and tick out. So there's a lot to it. There's the shadows, the line, the filler. For instance, let's go to home here. Let's go to wall and let's click on room. Click and drag. Come in and set my room here. I'll click on it. No, this is the floating palette. You know, you can change, because the wall, you can give the thickness. You can apply to all the wall the thickness, or just to, you know, one side of your wall. You know, one side of your wall box. So you can view a lot of things. You know, the unit of it, which unit is assigned to your wall. You can change the unit to a meter. You know, the precision, you can put it, you know, to like this. The drawing scale, you can change your drawing scale. You know, for the moment it's 1/50, and I like it. I'll tell you in a minute why I like it. You know, you can show all the wall dimensions. You can always display wall dimension. It's all up to you. You can get it, you know, to do the job for you. It's really intuitive. You know, the software, you can mitigate, you know, the volume of your floating palette. You can expand it, you can retract and expand it, you can pin it. It's up to you, you know, and you pin it and drag somewhere here, and position it in the place that is suitable to you. So it's all here. You know, it's all in front of you. It's up to you to use it, you know, based on your requirements. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna select everything and press delete, because I don't want it here. Then because I've pinned this full thing, I'm gonna say unpin it. Then it goes away. So this is Edrawmax. I've done an introductory presentation of Edrawmax to you. How the software is flexible, how it works, you know, what you can do with it, you know, how far you can take it. You know, I definitely believe there is no limit to this software based on the job that it can offer. The good thing about it, we're going to put it into test, right? So we will be using it, we will be utilizing it, you know, and see, you know, how far we can take it. Stick around, you know. I believe, you know, this was worthy. You know, I believe you've learned a lot. I believe, you know, maybe in your next project you will consider Edrawmax. Okay guys, we'll wrap up this episode here. You know, be safe, you know, whenever you go outside, you know, be just safe, you know what to do and how to do things, and I'll see you in our next episode. Toodaloos!